r/AskReddit by Reddit. What screams I'm not a good person? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Enjoy the video. I'll be faithful once I put a ring on it. I'll believe that when me crap turns purple and smells like rainbow sherbet. Bro, I love my girl too much and must stop cheating on her soon. People who aren't able to be excited for you when you succeed, no matter how small the success, they always see other people's success as a threat to their own worth. Then, they'll get upset if you don't celebrate for them. I had a best friend in high school, now an ex-BFF, who yelled at me that I didn't deserve to get a flute solo in our marching band show because I was drum major. Believe me, I didn't want it/ask for it. I have bad anxiety. Anyways, what makes it worse was that she had a major solo, the whole ballad 1 year, every single year. She just didn't know how to celebrate anyone but herself. Or people who take your achievements/good moments/successes and are nice about it, but still make it all about them. So basically every Cowwalker in America. Disrespectful of people's personal property in their home. I know someone who had a co-worker house sit for them, and the person completely rearranged the house. Needless to say, no one likes the Cowwalker anymore. Yesterday was my birthday party, and I bought a bottle of Fireball whiskey amongst other things. The party's kinda ending, and a friend of mine leaves 15 minutes later. We notice the bottle is gone. It was still kinda full, so we call him, contact his girlfriend to see if she know anything. Nothing. So dude confessed to taking it about a half hour later. He didn't ask anyone, didn't say anything, just took it and left. Kinda ruined the mood of the party. Never accepting blame for anything. Yeah, exactly. Blaming everyone but yourself. That didn't happen. And if it did, it wasn't that bad. And if it was, that's not a big deal. And if it is, that's not my fault. And if it was, I didn't mean it. And if I did, you deserved it. You've met my co-worker, I assume. Nothing is ever his fault. If things go well, it's all because of his hard work. If things go to hell, he did everything correct, and it's just a bad break. Never his fault for anything. My dad is like this. Everything is someone else's fault, and he is a real victim. Oh, I pushed you into an argument where in turn you said something mean? Well, my feelings are hurt now, and it's all your fault regardless of the emotional turmoil I put you through. Someone who goes out of their way to insult/criticize anyone, or for the smallest mistake or inconsistency. My ex-husband also broke things in the house, and if I got a tinge of upset in my voice he'd scream for hours. He almost got fired for yelling at his Cowwalkers and grabbing them by the hair. I've seen him go off on strangers. He would drive recklessly with me in the vehicle. He sprayed his dog's eyes with shaving tonic. Why the vet only gave him a warning not to do that, I'll never know. When he was younger, he once broke his dad's jaw and punctured his brother's lung. And yet he walks around saying he's always right and they/I deserve it. He was racist and sexist too. Just pure garbage. If you meet someone and they insult/criticize constantly, run away, because it's possible they're like this. Laughing at/making fun of other people's interests and hobbies. This is a big one for me. Everyone likes their own stuff. Why do people feel the need to belittle other people's interests? It doesn't do anything but make you look like a jerk. I have former friends who did this all the time. They were then perplexed when I stopped calling to hang out. Nothing like having your own family do this. I hate this. My favorite thing in the world is watching people's faces as they explain something they love. My coach at my gym has explained this one thing to me like 8 times, but I never stop him because I can see how much he loves coaching. When something makes someone happy, when it makes their whole face light up, it's wonderful, and anyone that tries to extinguish that is a garbage person. Edit. Thank you everyone for the kind and thoughtful and insightful comments. I promise I read them all. Be good to each other. Constantly telling people you are a good person. I too am extraordinarily humble. Similarly, people who describe themselves vocally as empaths frequently tend to be narcissists. Edit. Wow, this one blew up. For folks interested in a good read on the subject, this article by lonerwolf.com called "Are You an Empathic Narcissist?" about the false empath narcissist dichotomy is a really good one that helped me understand what's going on when sensitive, varying degrees of self-absorbed people refer to themselves as empaths and construct narratives about their persona attracting narcissists and other psychic vampire archetypes of abusers. I had a friend confess to me that she ducked a dude I was crushing on while I was trying to make moves approximate 2 years ago. Her now ex broke up with her and she keeps spouting, but I'm a good person. Why does this happen to good people? Sorry to say, you're not. My thoughts exactly. Went on a date and the guy kept saying that he was a nice guy and how good he was into random conversation. He then continuously compared me to a prostitute. Talking crap about mutual friends when they are not around. If they'll do that with your other friends, damn sure they're doing it with you too. And being nice speaking to you on your own, but in a group situation showing off and being a duck to you. Where I'm from, talking crap about friends, with and without them there, is something that pretty much everybody does. I wonder what my friends say about me behind my back now. Never paying debts, even small ones. If you borrow money, even $1, with the promise to pay back, do so. The best ones are the ones where you ask for your money back, and they're all damn seriously you're asking me for those $5 back. It's just $5. Yeah it is, yet here you were a couple of weeks ago desperately asking for just $5. It's Lannister 101. Ugh, seriously. I once lent my sister $400, and for 4 years she kept telling me I'm not paying you back. You don't deserve this money, and I'm saving it for you, so you can use it later. She eventually paid me back, but what the duck? Stealing stuff, lying to people, avoiding your responsibilities, and sticking someone else with the bill. Some dude who is always drunk in his early 40s worked at my job for a few months, and he was telling me and my Cowwalkers how he saw this guy's wallet on the ground, who was in line in front of him, and after realizing it was his, he took it. Bragged about getting $300 because he's a duck and wouldn't return the guy's wallet, and then bragging about it. My first job was in retail, and I used to think the worst bottom of the pile people were the kind of people who would take a crapload of clothes from hangars and try them on and just leave a heap on the floor in the change room. Or in grocery stores, the people who randomly decide they don't want that raw steak or gallon of ice cream they picked out, so they leave it in some random aisle on some random shelf because they're too lazy and selfish to put it back. The first time I visited a Primark, I think in Cardiff, I was horrified. People would pick up a hanger, realize they'd grabbed the wrong size, and just dump it on the floor. Like, what are you doing? People who proudly state that they are buttholes and have no intentions to change for anyone. The world doesn't revolve around you. Quit being a duck. People think that being self-aware completely ameliorates anything they've done wrong. It's one of the most obnoxious things. Knew a guy like this who was my boyfriend at the time's roommate and a constant drunk. He once make a comment about my butt looking good in my skirt in front of my boyfriend and my mom, and when I told him not to talk to me that way he replied, "Have you just met me? I'm an butthole. Besides, I was just giving you a compliment, and maybe if you dressed better in general I wouldn't have even noticed." Real douchebag. Littering. Went on a first date with a girl. We just finished playing laser tag, got blizzards from DQ, and when she's done she just throws it out the window. Instant deal breaker. Why do people do this? I just don't understand. I was walking on the sidewalk around my place, area with a few shops etc, and there was a car that just pulled up slightly in front of where I was heading. As I was walking past, a middle-aged lady got out of the passenger side of the car, and whilst she did, she flicked one of those mint aluminium containers out onto the sidewalk. I was gobsmacked, as I don't really see that level of blatant littering much, and by the time I wanted to say something she was across the road, so I went back and put it on the windscreen ditch between the hood and bottom of windscreen. I just don't understand. It's not like it was huge or annoying. It's not like a bin would have been far away, and it was in a public area. Punching down. That is treating those below you badly, be that at work, service workers, children, etc., because you perceive yourself as higher status. Going through this right now. Our boss has told me before, when discussing the trivial errands she has us run for her, I'm not going to do those things. I have more important things to do. I work 60 hours a week, I'm busy. And when I tell you to do it, I expect you do it without asking questions. She waits until the last minute for everything, and last week she gave me a huge project with a really absurd turnaround time. I asked for help, and asked if we could all take a little of the workload to help make sure it's done on time. Well, she got annoyed because she said she gave me a task and I tried to give it back to her and said I disrespected her. Not shockingly, everyone else in the office came together to help, except her. She didn't lift a finger. Currently planning my escape because she's truly sucking the life out of me. Thank you for watching Reddit. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more r/AskReddit videos. Share your stories in the comments section below.